Look, this episode may hurt a lot of entrepreneurs' feelings, but F your feelings. The people closest to you may never be the people who help make you successful. And if you're waiting on your friends, your cousins, and your old classmates, your church members, your coworkers, and everybody that knows you to support your business, you might be waiting forever. Because one of the biggest lessons I've learned in over 30 years of business is this: strangers will often believe in you and your value before people you have known all of your life. And once you understand why, that changes everything. See, we have a familiarity clause. You know what's funny? A stranger sees me today, they see a business owner, a developer, a consultant, a podcaster, a guy with experience. But someone who grew up with me, they still see the kid selling popcorn and candy. They still see the young guy trying to figure it out. They still see the version of me from 20, 30, or 40 years ago. That's because of familiarity, and that creates blindness. People have a hard time updating their perception of you. They remember who you were, not who you've become. And many entrepreneurs spend years trying to convince old relationships to recognize their new value. And that's a big mistake. Check this, because the marketplace doesn't care who you used to be. Funny story, true story. My line brothers and I were celebrating our 10-year anniversary back in the year 2000. We went to a club in Miami. One LB, he is a promoter. The other LB is like the mini king of Miami. We're in line in the VIP line. And up walks this tall brother. We looked at him, like, damn, he's familiar. Okay, know who he is, check it. So he walks up to the guy, the bouncer, and he's like, yo, I need to get in. And the bouncer, you know, how nonchalantly asshole-ish they are. He looks at his pad and he looks up at him. He looks at his pad, he looks up at him. He's like, what's your name? And the dude is like, for real? He's like, yo, I'm Dennis Scott. And he paused. He said, I'm Dennis Scott. I used to be in the NBA. And the bouncer looked back up at him again and said, oh, keyword used to. Oh, shit. We like, yo, that's cold. But at that night, he didn't bring any VIP value to the club because of who he used to be. So the harsh moral of this story is the marketplace only cares about the value you create and bring today. So friends are not a business model. One of the biggest mistakes new business owners make is building a business and a business plan around support, not sales, support. Trust me, there's a difference. Support says, man, I'm proud of you. Sales says, here's my credit card. Those are two completely different things. Everyone likes the idea of supporting a business, but far fewer people can actually buy. And here's the dangerous part. Many entrepreneurs secretly believe that their success is going to come from their existing circle. So they spend months marketing to the same 50 people, the same family members, the same Facebook friends, the same contacts. Meanwhile, there are millions of people they've never met who actually need what you're selling. The reason for that is strangers don't have your history. A stranger evaluates you differently. They don't know your failures. They don't know your bankruptcies. They don't know your mistakes. They don't know the times you quit. They don't know the businesses that didn't work. They don't know the relationship drama. They don't know what car you used to drive. They don't know who you used to be. They only know the value sitting in front of them today. And that is one of the greatest advantages in business, because strangers judge your offer. Friends often judge your history. That's why somebody on the other side of the country may happily pay you $5,000 for a service, while someone you've known for over 20 years won't even spend 50. But why? The internet changed everything. This lesson became even more important because of social media. Years ago, your customer base was mostly local. Now, a person in Tampa can impact someone in Texas, Chicago, London, Johannesburg, Dubai, anywhere. The internet made strangers accessible. Your next client is probably scrolling right now. Your next investor is probably scrolling right now. Your next business partner is probably scrolling right now. Your next opportunity is probably scrolling right now. And they have absolutely no idea who you were in high school. Now that's powerful. So why does this hurt so much? The reason this topic hurts people is because it's emotional. We want support from our people. the people we love. We want validation. We want our friends to repost. We want our family to subscribe. We want our inner circle to celebrate us. And when they don't, it feels personal. But sometimes it isn't personal. Sometimes your business simply is not for them. I don't own every product that my friends are selling. I try to support each of them by at least subscribing to their channel or reposting their posts, because that's simply just a click of a mouse. And because I don't own everyone's product, that doesn't mean that I don't love them. It just means that I'm not their customer. And once you separate support from obligation, you stop taking things so personally. So here's the rebuild lesson. Family, stop measuring your future based on who isn't supporting you. Measure it based on how many people you haven't reached yet. That's where the money is. That's where opportunity is, and that's where growth is. Too many people spend years staring backwards, looking at who didn't clap, who didn't share, who didn't invest, who didn't believe. Meanwhile, the people who will support them are still waiting to discover them. That's deep. You don't need everybody. You just need your people. And many times, your people are complete strangers today. So in closing, fam, if you're building something right now, a business, a podcast, a product, a service, a brand, stop getting discouraged because your friends aren't buying. Stop getting discouraged because your family isn't sharing. Stop getting discouraged because the people closest to you are not showing you the excitement that you expected. Your assignment is not to convince everybody who knows you. Your assignment is to find the people who need you, because your breakthrough may not come from your circle. It may come from somebody you've never met, somebody you've never spoken to, someone you've never seen, a complete stranger. And once you understand that, you'll stop chasing validation and start chasing visibility, because visibility creates opportunity, and opportunity changes lives. This is The Rebuild, and I'm Les Allen. Remember, your future customer may not know your name today, but that doesn't mean they won't help change your life tomorrow. If this episode spoke to you, please subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, share it. Until next episode, remember that respect is the only currency that doesn't lose its value. Stay sharp, stay respected, stay rebuilding. Peace.